That's the way I keep it, man. I get fly for me. I get high for me. Don't get it confused, cause you liking what you see. Don't do it.
Yo, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and more importantly though, welcome back to Still a Spongebob. We are reporting live here from the prank shop, and look at all these accessory toys I have to showcase off for this video. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been putting in some real sweat and tears into rebirthing. We have six rebirths. That is such a noobish number, but hey, I'm a new player, this is a new game, and I feel like 6 is actually a decent number of rebirths considering those odds. Anyway, before we get into today's video, make sure that you guys are going to leave a like after the video is over, and also if you're new to the channel, very first time being here, please subscribe today, and don't forget to hit up the comment section with your personal thoughts and or opinions on everything that is explained in this video and showcased. So since we've been doing some rebirths, ladies and gentlemen, we have been collecting some exciting accessory toys that you guys can use in the game. So I just want to showcase off this golden spatula because it goes with my outfit, which is really cool. Now, spatulas overall, they do a small amount of damage, but if you guys are looking for something that's going to truly and utterly hurt players, you got to go for more rebirths in the game. So take a look at this joy buzzer. It's not going to bring you much joy, ladies and gentlemen, because when you click it, you get zapped, which is really cool. It ragdolls a player, it stuns them for a few seconds, which will allow you guys to steal whatever it is that you need to steal from this person's base. Next, we got ourselves a disco ball bomb here. So simple as a click of the button, you press it and boom, instant dancing, and they cannot get you because they're too busy dancing. You guys remember how the boogie bomb works in Steal a Brainrot, right? You throw it and it drops, and then the player starts dancing and their screen gets distorted. That's exactly what's happening here in Steal a Sponge. You have the same sort of, mechanics involved here, but in my honest opinion, this one is a little bit better because the music selection is better. Next, we have the stove that SpongeBob actually uses in the Krusty Krab. So yeah, you're probably wondering, why do you have a stove and what's so cool about it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, by the simple click of a button, you get to actually launch a stove at a player and look at it rumble. Okay, it didn't have to be super dramatic and roll all the way into that base over there, but you get it basically. You can hit players with a stove in this game. Vaguely similar to Steal a Brainrot with the rage table. You can throw a table at a player. This one, you're throwing a whole stove. So I want to know, in your honest opinion, what would be worse? Getting hit with a stove or getting hit with a wooden table? Comment down below and let me know. Next on our list of things we have here is the combo shoes. These shoes both give off two awesome powers: super speed and also the ability to low gravity jump. Look at that. I mean, you should automatically be able to jump a little bit oddly because we're underwater, but the fact that you're able to combine both speed and jumps with this is really dope. And look at King Neptune coming out of there just randomly. I love the fact that this game, you don't need to have any sort of like server lock for things to appear. Next, we got my favorite thing here, and this is the invisible spray. You guys probably seen this episode where they pranked the entire Bikini Bottom using the invisible spray, and essentially it works just like the invisible cape in Steal a Brainrot. In here, you click and you go invisible, and then you click again to reappear, and it's really cool because this doesn't have a cooldown, so you can literally just keep clicking, keep clicking. That's so satisfying. Anyway, The next item here is the Slapchua here, aka the triple hand spatula. Now you guys know you can get this as a temporary usage for staying in a play session for 15 minutes. You get to test out the item, and it really does a lot of damage because it has a lot of slap heads right here. You can really get a good slap on a player, and look at Cuddles coming out of there with his nice rainbow. Oh, that is adorable, bro. Oh man, if he was a secret, I would have snatched him up, but since we already indexed him, I'm gonna just go ahead and let him go past. And then the last item here that we have on our list is this inverter gun. So similar to how you guys can invert players and steal a brain rot, you can do that here and steal a Spongebob. You shoot this at a player and it inverts their walking direction. So for example, if that player wanted to walk forward, they'll now be walking backwards. So this is very helpful when you're trying to actually steal from a player's base, right? You want them to walk in the opposite direction instead of coming towards you. You want them to be walking away from you. So you shoot them, they get inverted for a certain amount of seconds, and then the effect wears off and they'll be back after you once again. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now that we talked about the toys, let's talk about the rebirth system. So we're at 6, and what do we need right now? We are desperately seeking a Buff Patrick. Now, Buff Patrick is a mythic rarity, but for some strange reason, he's not coming out here. So I might have to go to a public server and attempt to steal it off of another player, which is extremely risky because we built up a base that is very, very worth stealing from. So let me show you guys my base here. We have a 2-story Krusty Krab situation built up, and we got our second floor. And before I go into the first floor, let me show you guys the second floor. So we got a lot of space up here, so that means our base is going to be packed up with some pretty awesome creatures and awesome characters. Now let me show you guys the downstairs and what it's looking like. Secret heaven here. So we picked up this guy who's giving us 10 mil a second, and you can see how much money he has earned for me offline. I haven't even attempted to collect it right now. I'm just proud at the amount of money it's bringing me, so that's why I'm letting it stay the way that it is. Next, we collected up the Squidosaurus Rex, which is a Tyrannosaurus Rex version of Squidward. Then we have our first discovery here, which is the Buff Sandy. This was courtesy of the game's first live admin abusing, so we were able to pick up a Sandy. And this one that we picked up over here, which is our very first one, this is the one that got the jellyfish mutation during the live admin abusing. So it was called a rave, right? And the jellyfishes were all around the freaking area of the game, and they were dancing. SpongeBob was dancing in the air, and they were zapping things as they came out. So my secret not only was my first discovery, but it was also my first super overpowered secret to get its first ever mutation, which was, you know, admin courtesy. So that's really cool. Then of course we discovered the dueling buff SpongeBob here. You guys remember this episode as well, when he faced off against Patrick in the Krabby Patty games. And we have over here the Alaskan Bullworm. This was really, really cool. The fact that I've discovered this as a golden and not as a normal is really strange, but I'm happy that I was able to get it. And of course over here we have a Godly, which is a sea bear. You guys remember that episode as well, when Squidward got attacked by the sea bear because he didn't believe it existed and he pissed it off. And then at the final seconds of that episode, a sea rhinoceros shown up and things almost got ugly again. It was really funny. And the last guy over here is just an index purpose only, but we got Filthy Phil in a diamond rarity, which is really hard to find. So that's really, really cool. The game is making its strides, and I gotta tell you guys, I have been having a lot of fun playing this in private server. I would love to stream this if you guys are down to supporting live streams, and if you want to be a part of the live admin abusing, you know, just comment down below and show up to the game, play it. I'll leave a link in my description box or either in my comment section, so that way you guys can get in here and play the game. If anyone's looking for a money jump starter, I'll start storing some really good things in my base, and you guys can come by and just steal them, because right now my base is under, you know, reconstruction. I want to build the ultimate secret base, so even if it's not the super rarest secret, anything that is of secret rarity, I'm going to store it in this base. So that means anything that is not a secret is up for grabs. You guys can have it. So just comment down below if you need a jump starter. I'll start storing some mythics and some godlies in here for you guys, and I'll join the public so that way you guys can steal it from me. My VIP server right now is only accessible for me because I'm in here to record videos and to grind. There has been multiple situations in which, not in this game but in other games, players have been coming and stealing things from me, not saying hello. If I've added you as a friend, you have permission to talk to me. You know, I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers that doesn't communicate with their community. You know what I'm saying? Say hi, engage in a conversation. If I'm doing a video, you know, respect that I'm doing a video and just leave. But other than that, if I'm telling you you have access to a server, then yes, have access to a server, but don't be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I had multiple accounts in which I'm playing Steal a Brain Rot, and people are coming in just stealing my things and not saying anything to me. And it's super annoying, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, to say, I thank you guys so very much for watching these Steal the Spongebob videos. They're blowing up here on the channel, and I pretty much predicted it. I said it was going to be good, and since the game is actually good, I really want to just, you know, really share this moment with you guys. So make sure you guys check out the game. This is not sponsored or anything of that nature. I'm just, you know, basically trying to tell you guys this is a good game and I think you guys should play it. Make sure to leave your likes on this video. I'm shooting for 10 likes, and of course subscribe and comment down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video as always. Peace.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Tryna make my mama proud of me.
I hope my mama proud of me,
Cause I dubbed college just so I could focus on a dream.
I know my mama died of me, salute me, nasty down with me.
Now two bros going back and forth, sibling rivalry.
Who this guy gotta be? Do numbers like the lottery. The coldest every winter, every summer, nothing hot as me.
And if I spring up, bet my nigga on the side of me, ready for a war.